Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck hoping to rev up that engine. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Georgia's offense will get the first possession of the game. There will be some clean, old-fashioned hate on display in this one, guys.
Cool is that, by the way? That's the name of the rivalry. It comes up clean, old-fashioned hate. You think they like each other? Absolutely not. Bragging rights all through the state of Georgia.
Got a little space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have...
You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Slippery. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Dogs picked up their hearts and stuffed them right back into their chest and pulled out a close one last time.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Georgia fans breathing a sigh of relief. A lot of success against the Yellow Jackets in this rivalry. They did not want to lose that one. Interested to see now how the Yellow Jackets come out today.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it.
Back-to-back sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. Touchdown, Dogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the...
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets open down the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
There's a reason 3rd down is called money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
George D. Burdell. KJ George D. Burdell.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's looking to throw it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? And the quarterback is...
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Grabs it in the middle.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the edge.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Still running at the 40. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're...
And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Number 22.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Lowers those pads. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The lone back's got it. Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their... Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take... On first down, here comes this offense. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Pulls it in. He's loose. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first with...
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Snags it! And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to...
On the play.
Drive, clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense running. Everyone's on the same page for this big down. And this crowd is losing it, frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And that's just...
Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This is a 3rd and long. The inside handoff. And he's not going to get there. Offense set on 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off play action on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, looking again to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its...
Jackets take over. First and 10.
Ball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Wants to throw on second down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
The returner brings it out to the 34, and the Georgia offense will take over.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it on the counter. Made a defender miss. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense goes to press, but guys, they do it running into the boundary. There's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Sullivan. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a...
Down.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
Barrels ahead. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Finds his big tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and now it's 4th down. It's money down, and I don't think there's a question right here. You need the touchdown. You got to put that on the scoreboard. You're going for it. You're putting your best play forward right now.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th.
Georgia Tech, 28.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. And he intercepts it.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Number 22, Whittaker.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Here we go.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia. Paging George P. Burnell.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming.
George P. Burnell.
Ringo, Ringo. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Cross, cross. Hornet, Hornet.
He wants to throw it. They run it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now they're up by 9 in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for a...
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get it down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Comes out throwing on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback. Wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock.
Of 6 yards.
45.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. Offense facing 4th down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun